Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of Stringer's Notebook. I'm your host, Joel Huerto, editor and publisher of OneManFastBreak.net. Before we dive into today's notebook, please hit like, share, subscribe to this channel. Always appreciate the feedback and the comments. Today's notebook is about the changing of the guard in the NBA, heading into a new era of basketball. Being a basketball fan is truly exciting right now. The game is transitioning smoothly from one era to the next. The NBA is currently undergoing a rebranding. It's happening at an ideal time. TNT Sports, their 35-year partnership with the NBA is ending, and the league will begin its new $76 billion deal with ABC ESPN, NBC Peacock, and Amazon Prime. And with that, with the NBC deal, we'll get the return of John Tesh's iconic Round Ball Rock, introducing a whole new generation of basketball fans to this catchy theme. This one. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So how do we arrive to this point? Here's a little brief history. First 75 years of the NBA. I've broken it into 6 distinct eras. First one is the pioneers. This is about the Bill Russell days, the Wilt Chamberlain days, Jerry West days, Elgin Baylor days, Oscar Robertson days, Bob Cousy, George Mikan also played in this era. This is the league's formative years, from right around where the league started and through the 1960s. It established the groundwork for greatness. Bill Russell and the Celtics didn't just participate in this era, they dominated the era, winning 11 championships in 13 seasons. Then came the 1970s. This is kind of a turbulent, colorful time in basketball. Challenging times, marked by competition between the ABA and NBA, resulting in dwindling audiences. This era featured Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Julius Erving, Dave Cowens, and John Havlicek. Now, once we got through the 70s, then came the 80s, the arrival of the Magic and Bird era. Magic Johnson in LA, Larry Bird in Boston, revitalized basketball in the 1980s, the golden era of basketball. It's a period of glitz and grit, Showtime versus Celtic pride, East Coast versus West Coast. Period also saw the emergence of the bad boy Pistons, led by Isaiah Thomas. Now you also sprinkle in Moses Malone and Dr. J in the 80s. Moses teamed up with Dr. J in 82 and 83, and they authored one of the most dominant playoff runs, sweeping the Lakers in the 83 finals and went 12-1 in the postseason. Now, this move by Moses Malone, he went from Houston to Philadelphia. This was one of the first variants of a superstar player joining another superstar to form a super team. Then came the Air Jordan era. Once Michael Jordan took the baton from Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, he never gave up the baton. He ruled the 1990s, winning 6 championships in 8 years. He pulled off the repeat twice, from 91 to 93, and again from 96 to 98. He was a perfect 6-0 in the NBA Finals, and he denied his peers, great players like Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, from winning championships. Now, in the immediate post-Jordan era, You have the Kobe, Shaq, and Tim Duncan era. This was the dueling dynasties era. You have the Spurs and the Lakers. Shaq and Kobe led the Lakers to 3 championships. It's one of 5 three-peats in NBA history. Only 5 teams that pulled it off. George Mikan's Minneapolis Lakers did it. Bill Russell's Celtics did it. Jordan's Bulls did it twice. And then Shaq and Kobe were the last to do it in 2002. Then came the LeBron era. LeBron's appearance in the 2011 finals started a run of 8 straight trips. He put together a super team in Miami in 2012 and 2013. Now, this is the era of the super team and the player empowerment. LeBron was the face of it. He went from Cleveland to Miami, then to LA. LeBron had a little competition in his era. Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Curry and the Warriors won 4 championships in 8 seasons. 2 of those championship banners were aided by Kevin Durant joining Steph Curry in Golden State, forming another super team. Kevin Durant, part of the player empowerment movement with LeBron. Now, the Dubs dynasty opened the portal to small ball in advanced metrics, advanced analytics, preferred shooting 3s over 2s. The math works. The mid-range was viewed as somewhat of a dinosaur, and the modern era put a premium on pace and space. This was the Warriors. Now, the Pacers and Thunder are extensions of the pace and space approach, which brings us now to the new era of basketball, the yet to be defined. Game evolves. Sure, the traditional back to the basket center is getting extinct, small balls becoming out of style, but now this era also has kind of a unicorn player. You have Victor Wembanyama, 7-foot big man with can handle shooting 3s. Chet Holmgren, sort of similar, not as good as Victor, not as tall, but similar archetype. Both very gifted, big men, versatile, and plays great defense. Today's NBA is littered with 3-and-D players and big combo guards. The big combo guard is kind of the new thing now, with Shea, Luka Doncic, Cade Cunningham. It's becoming in vogue, and teams are starting to look for these type of players because the ball in the hands of these principal scorers, the traditional point guard, is kind of being phased out. And this is where Halliburton is kind of like one of the last Mohicans in terms of point guards. Much like the gas guzzlers V6 engines, it's becoming harder and harder to find. Suppressing point guards and centers isn't healthy for the game, but this is where we're headed. The era of positionless basketball. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cade Cunningham, Luka Doncic. The big heliocentric guards, 6'6", 6'7". They like to play downhill, attack the defenses, coming off ball screens. They can score, draw fouls, get paint touches, draw multiple double teams. An extension of what LeBron and James Harden have been doing for the past decade. Now, what separates SGA, Luka, and Cade are their ability to do some damage in the mid-range. Now, this is where we're coming back again. The mid-range, or the high post, is the area of the court right below the three-point line, roughly 15 to 20 feet away from the basket. Stretches from one side to the other side of the free throw line, which is the elbow area. This has now become a core part of SGA's game. He's really good at it. He's very proficient. During his MVP season, he averaged 32 points a game. He made 57% of his mid-range shots. Now, the NBA team's average mid-range field goal is around 42%. Now, there's a narrative in terms of the mid-range shots that players and pundits say it's not the best and most efficient approach. Maybe so, but SGA can change that narrative. The adage of what old is new again seems fitting here because SGA is making the old mid-range shot the new viral trend in the league. As much as we'd like to see our sports heroes play forever, every now and then they can summon and flicker their greatness. Eventually, the flame will run out. We've been fortunate enough to watch all these all-time greats like LeBron and Steph and KD entertain us for years. But Father Time is undefeated. Eventually, time will run out on them. It's time for a new generation of stars to entertain us. We should embrace the changing of the guard and get excited. It's going to be fantastic.